adventurers, welcome to the video tutorial for Codenames Critical Role Adventures, which is a new game from the Codenames family. This is now a fully cooperative game. You will have heroes, they will level up, but they can also take some serious damage, so you will have to protect them well. Now, in the first 10 minutes or so of this video, we will teach you everything you need to know to start playing your first mission as soon as possible. And then after you win your first mission, come back to the video and we'll show you how to upskill your heroes, how to buy items at shops, how to choose your next mission, and much more. So, we invite you to step into the world of Exandria with the band of heroes gathered around the table. Guided by a game master, players will try to decipher game master's cryptic clues in order to complete the missions during their adventures on 3 different continents. Now, let's get started with your very first mission. Inside the box, you'll find a campaign book with 3 different campaigns. For your first game, we recommend the first mission of campaign 1 on page 3, and after you successfully complete the first campaign, you can continue to the second campaign, and then on the third one on page 22. Next, take the paper pad and tear out the map which corresponds to your campaign. It's the Tal'Dorei campaign, so take the map and place it on the table. Now, choose 3 out of the 7 available heroes. A party always consists of exactly 3 heroes, regardless of the player count, and you will use them for the entire campaign. For your first game, we recommend Grog, Nod, and Vex'ahlia. Again, take the paper pad and tear out those heroes sheets, and make sure you also have some writing instrument available as well. To prepare these hero sheets, fold them along this line at the bottom, and this way you will hide those special abilities, which will help you focus only on your starting abilities. Then place these hero sheets to the side of the table opposite the Game Master. Then each hero will get their standee or standees and the number of heart tokens depicted on their hero sheet. Now, prepare this grid of word cards in the middle of the table using 21 cards. Notice these 4 empty spaces in the corners of the grid. Then here, on the Game Master's side, prepare these 5 types of covering tiles. There are 8 gold tiles, 2 blue, 5 gray, 5 burgundy tiles, and 1 black tile. When preparing these burgundy tiles, stack them with this hourglass symbol side up and shuffle the stack. Next, assemble this Game Master screen and place this pile of experience tokens near the gold tiles. Now choose who will be the Game Master. The Game Master reads the book and gives clues. The other players collectively form the party, controlling all 3 heroes and trying to guess the words. We recommend rotating the Game Master after every mission. The Game Master draws a random key card from the deck and places it behind the screen. You can choose any side of the card. You can rotate the card any way you want, but make sure you keep this key card hidden from other players. The key card has 21 spaces matching the grid. Typically, the Game Master wants to lead the party towards the gold and blue words. The gray and the burgundy words are typically bad, and guessing that black word means immediate mission failure. Now let's take a look at the specific setup for our first mission. It's called Guard Duty. It takes place in White Stone, which is this place on the map. First, the Game Master reads the prologue out loud, and then the Game Master reads these colored boxes and makes the corresponding preparations. First, this gold win condition tells you how to win. In this case, you must guess 5 out of 8 gold words to defeat bandits. So the Grandmaster turns 5 gold tiles in the stack by 90 degrees to track the goal. Then the burgundy time available box shows your time limit. Here we will use all 5 burgundy tiles, giving us a maximum of 5 rounds to win. If a future mission requires fewer tiles, shuffle all 5 tiles first, and then remove the extra ones from the game. In the blue box, you will find the effect of the blue spaces. Blue spaces on keycards have circle and a cross symbol. In this example, they both have the same effect. In future missions, X and circle can have different effects based on the special rules of that mission. Talking about those special rules, some missions can have these special rules in the gray box, so the Game Master has to explain all these rules to the players. And you can also look at this reward section up front to form your strategy. However, save the epilogue for after your victory. Now, let's get to the gameplay. Your goal is to collectively guess 5 gold cards before the time runs out. Each round consists of 4 distinct phases. In the first phase, the Game Master looks secretly at the key card and gives a clue consisting of exactly 1 word and 1 number. No words on the table can be used in any form. The clue should ideally refer to at least 2 gold words. For example, the Game Master can say food 2, referring to egg and apple. Number 2 means that the clue refers to 2 cards in the grid. No other clues are allowed, no nodding, sighing or hinting. The Game Master must simply keep a poker face. If it's too difficult for you, use this lovely poker face illustration, which is at the back of the campaign book, and place it in front of your face. In the second phase, the players discuss the clue. To make a guess, they place a hero's standee on the chosen word. So let's stick with our food 2 clue. By the way, all players control all heroes collectively. The Game Master resolves that guess by covering the word with a tile that matches the space on the key card. In our example, it's the gold word. Guessing a gold word rewards that hero with 1 experience token. Keep these experience tokens on the hero sheets. Guessing a gold word is considered a correct guess, regardless of whether the Game Master targeted that word with their clue or not. So even if the correct guess is just a happy accident, it still counts as a correct guess. Guessing a blue word also counts as a correct guess, unless the special rules of a mission say otherwise. And after the correct guess, the party can either continue guessing or stop voluntarily. As long as correct guesses are being made, the party can continue guessing unlimited number of times. This is also different from the regular codenames. To make another guess, you must use a hero who has not guessed this round yet. So, for example, we'll take the not and we will guess the egg word. And if all heroes have already guessed at least once in a round, and if the guess was, again, a correct guess, any further guesses can be done with any hero. For example, the next one can be done with Grog. If that one was a correct guess, again, we can use Grog to make another guess, and so on. Back to our game. Let's say the party decides to send Exandria to the word want. This is a gray word, so the Game Master covers it with the gray tile. Now, the penalty for guessing the gray word is 1 damage to the guessing hero. If all heart tokens are ever flipped to the gray side, the hero is knocked out and players immediately lose the mission. Guessing a gray word is considered an incorrect guess, which ends the guessing phase immediately. The party retrieves all standees back to their sheets. If you guess a word which turns out to be a burgundy word, that is also considered to be an incorrect guess. As a result, you take 1 damage, and it also ends the guessing phase immediately. However, you also lose the time because burgundy tiles determine how many rounds you have available to complete the mission. And if you ever guess a word, which is the black word, it's this one in our example, you immediately lose the mission. In the third phase, check if you have met the win condition. If we have already guessed 5 or more gold words, we would win right now, but since we only guessed 1 so far, we must proceed to the last phase of a round, in which the Game Master takes the top tile from the burgundy stack, secretly looks at the number on that tile, and places it face down on the word which matches the number on the key card. In our example, it would be this word. If that number was already covered, cover the next number in the sequence, so instead of 4 you would cover the word with number 5. If number 5 was covered, proceed to number 1, then number 2, and so on. If the burgundy stack ever runs out, you run out of time and you immediately lose the mission. So, after advancing the time, the round is over and new round begins with a new clue. To recap, there are 3 ways to lose a mission. First, when the hero is knocked out by damaging all of their heart tokens. Second, the party guesses the black word. And third, the stack of burgundy tiles runs out. When you lose, you have to replay the mission with a new grid and a new key card. However, losing gives you a gentle boost. Each time you lose, mark the next box on the mission fail counter on the map. For your first loss, each hero heals half of their heart tokens rounded up. So in our example, Grog would heal 2 of their heart tokens. The second loss also grants the party 3 experience tokens, which you can split amongst the heroes any way you want. But be careful, because after your 5th loss, you lose the entire campaign. Another important point, after you lose a mission, keep any coins you have earned on the map, which means when you lose the mission, you don't lose the coins. And heroes also keep all their experience tokens and also the status of their heart tokens, which means your damaged hearts carry over into the replay. Now, if you have met the winning condition after the guessing phase ends, you win the mission. Skip the time advancement phase and go straight to the campaign book for your rewards. In Mission 1, each hero gains 1 experience token for each remaining burgundy tile, and the party gains 2 coins. These coins can be spent later when you encounter the shop, which is this small icon here. Finally, the Game Master reads the epilogue, check off the completed mission location on the map, and choose your next path if that path branches. Before you start playing your first game, let's take a quick look at the main traits of all your starting heroes. Vex has a bear companion called Trinket. Trinket has its own standee and can make 1 guess per round. He is not required to guess, and any experience Trinket gains goes to Vex. However, if Trinket takes the damage, he is lost for the rest of the mission, but returns back for the next one. Not starts the campaign in this cursed form, and you can lift her curse later when anyone rolls a natural 1 when rolling this die, and a natural 20, which is this symbol. When that happens, mark these rolls on her sheet, and then she changes her form from Not to Veth. In her cursed form, when Not takes the damage first time in a mission, another hero must take that damage instead. Grog has great stamina, starting with 3 hearts, and he also self-heals at the start of each mission, which is crucial because there is no automatic healing in this game. He also adds +2 to each die roll for each damaged heart token he currently has, although you will not roll the die in your first mission. For a deep dive into all heroes, check out our dedicated hero video on our channel. So that's all you need to know to start playing. You can stop the video now, open the campaign book and play the first mission. Come right back here after your first win, and we will explain how to level up, buy items and progress your campaign. In case you lose your first mission, simply continue accumulating your experience tokens and replay the mission without leveling up until you win. Welcome back and congratulations on your first victory. Before moving to the next location, your heroes are about to level up. So let's take a look at the core elements of a hero sheet. This over here is the base roll modifier, which is a number you must add to any die roll. Not and also Vex start with 0, Grog starts with a -4. This is the heart track. It shows the starting but also the maximum health. Then these are principal traits, those are unique to each hero. Then these are item slots. You can equip your heroes with items. Each hero starts with 1 unlocked slot. This is the experience track. That's where you spend all your experience tokens to unlock permanent upgrades. And these are unlockable abilities. At the start of the campaign, they are folded underneath your hero sheet. And once you unlock them, they really spice up the game. To level up between missions, each hero must spend all earned experience tokens. After your first victory, you will level up every time regardless of whether you win or lose the mission. For each experience token you return back to the supply, cross out 1 box on the track. Cross them from left to right, top to bottom. So we would continue like this, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And crossing any special symbols instantly unlocks an upgrade. When you unlock the heart symbol, mark a new heart on your hero sheet and add a new heart token onto it with the red side up. When you unlock this ability, this is the D20 die modifier, you would simply cross this modifier and start applying the new one. When you unlock this type of symbol with a heart and the die modifier, you can choose which of those items you upgrade. When you reach this symbol, it unlocks another item slot. And when you reach these numbers 1, 2, or potentially 3, they unlock the corresponding abilities. As indicated here, cut this area into 2 parts and unfold the one which you have unlocked and fold back the other one which is still not available. So how do you use these abilities? They are always optional, and most of them require you to roll the die. Every time you roll the die, you have to add these modifiers. In Grog's case, you would also add this special modifier. And if you have any modifiers on your items, add those as well. And then apply the effect from your ability based on the total result. By the way, under the name of each ability, you can see at which specific time it can be used. And if the ability is orange or red, which are usually a once per mission abilities, simply fold it back under the hero sheet after it has been used and unfold it back before the next mission. If any wording isn't clear enough, you can find the detailed explanation of these timings of all abilities on page 12 of the rulebook. Throughout the game, you will earn coins and store them in the party's treasury. They can only be spent at shops marked on the map. The Game Master must consult the campaign book to see what each shop offers. When there are items on offer, the Game Master deals the indicated number of item cards face up. Then the party can do any of the following as many times as they can afford. They can buy an item from the shop by paying its cost. So here we can buy these socks for 4 coins. Coins are returned to the general supply. All items are shared and any hero can equip those items. You can sell an item for 1 coin less than its value. So here we would gain 2 coins. You can also spend 1 coin to heal 1 heart, for example, like this. And you can also spend 1 coin to gain 1 experience point, which represents training the hero. At the start of the mission, players can collectively decide which items will be assigned to each hero. And during the mission, these green items are persistent, so these are permanent effects. Orange items are one-time effects. When you use them during the mission, simply rotate them by 90 degrees, or you can flip them face down, and you will refresh them between the missions. Some rules or abilities place coins, experience tokens, or unique hero tokens onto the word cards. When a hero is placed on such card, the token is triggered immediately before the Game Master resolves the guess. If it is a coin or an experience token, these are claimed by that hero. So the coin goes to the treasury, experience token goes to the hero's sheet, and if the token is specific to a certain hero, refer to the hero's sheet for instructions on how to use that token. In case the word card with the token or tokens on it gets covered with a tile before any hero steps on that card, those tokens are not triggered. Simply place them on top of that covering tile. And finally, some hero abilities can provide the party with a lot of extra information. To help keep track of everything you learned, you can use these deduction tokens. These tokens are double-sided. On one side, they have an icon which matches a tile. The other side has a cross, for example. So here, you can place it on a tile to indicate that it is that color, or you can place it the other side up, indicating that this card is not that color, and so on. These tokens can be used in multitude of ways. You can place 2 of these tokens here, and the gold token with the cross, to indicate that there are 2 gray tiles around this one, but no gold tile. After winning a mission, you can jump right into the next mission, or you can stop, you can save the progress so that you can continue later. To save the progress, make sure the map is up to date, write your coin total and all the acquired items on the back of the campaign sheet, which means you would simply make notes on the back of that sheet, and also record each hero's remaining number of red and gray heart tokens on the back of that hero sheet. Pack everything away and you can resume exactly where you left off next time. So you are now fully equipped to brave the dangers of Exandria, and remember, you can learn more about the individual heroes in this video. Trust your Game Master, protect your party, and let the adventure begin. Oh, and if you don't have the game yet, check out the link on the screen to find the game and expansions for it on our eShop. Thanks for watching, and have an amazing time playing Codenames Critical Role Adventures.